Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and this is Let's Talk. So today I am here now with our nurse Eric.
Hello, hi
So
guys.
we're going to talk about his journey of coming here in England. So Sir Eric, can I call you Sir Eric or just Eric?
Just Eric.
Just Eric. I'll call you Eric. So
Eric, yes please.
how many years have you been here in England now?
So I came here, I remember it was 2000, May 2008. So, how many years that one now? Over on
I'm not very good in math.
17 or yeah,
17, well,
or
that's
18,
long,
roughly,
17
something
years,
like that.
no?
Yeah, so long time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2000, you came here at 2000,
May 2008.
2008.
Yeah, yeah. I remember, Ron, that when I came in, I just graduated my nursing.
Yeah, yeah,
Took my board exam.
yeah.
I passed my board exam. Then after that, I went to look for any jobs
Yes.
back home. But I because there was because as a new graduate, it's very hard to find a job.
Yeah, I heard that. You
Yeah.
know, if you have watched the what I interviewed Christine,
Yeah.
she graduated as a nursing as well in our country,
Yes.
but she had a hard time to get a job in our country, so that's
Exactly,
why
yeah.
the opportunity came to come here in England, so she grabbed it. But for you, so you did not have the chance to work in our country as a
No,
nurse.
no. So I applied. I fed up because there was no feedback from the employer. So I
Yeah.
said I need to do something else. So one day I went to look on the newspaper. I found this thing in the UK.
Yeah, yeah.
A student visa. That's for
Okay, right,
student
yeah,
visa.
yeah.
And I said, I might gonna try this one. So I did apply and did the whole process and things like that. And then the next thing I knew that I was already coming to the UK.
But don't you applied as a student visa?
Yeah.
During that time,
Mm,
people will say having a student visa or you apply a student visa, it's expensive.
it is.
So
Yes.
financially, how you been able to prepare?
You're correct, Doc.
Yeah.
I remember the time I was so blessed because my brother who works in Dubai, he was a
Okay,
senior engineer, though. So
Right, yeah.
basically, he's the one. I rang him one day and I said, I called him and knowing I would like to go to the UK.
Yes.
Would you able to help me and sponsor me
Yes.
with all these expenses and I said, yeah, no problem. I'll do everything for you. Do the whole process and
Yes.
tell me how much will it cost and don't worry about that. So yeah, that was the main thing.
Yeah, so your brother who works in Dubai is your backbone who financially supported you to come here in UK to apply a student
Definitely,
visa.
yeah.
So when you come here, so because for me I don't know how is it like to have a student visa. How you will do when you come inside the UK holding the student visa?
Yeah, so I think that was a long time ago, Aaron. The thing I remember was
Yeah.
I went to a place in Cebu. There was an agency there that deals with a lot of students because that time there were so many students coming here to the UK,
Yeah,
and mainly there's no work permit throughout that time.
Yeah.
So well, the whole process only takes about 3 months or 3 to 4 months, I
That's
think.
so fast.
Yeah.
So when you have money, that's so fast.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Money can really
Yeah.
make it so quick. Yeah, things. Yeah.
So you come here, you really is it genuine that you're going to have to study or
Yes.
the
no,
visa
yes.
itself it should be it could
So I remember when I came here, you really have to study. You have to go to school. That time was at least two times in a week, every week, until you finish your whole duration.
Yeah.
Until your student visa will expire. So it was so hard for us because we have a limited working hours
Right.
only,
Yeah.
and we have to go to school until we have to attend the school as compulsory.
Yeah.
And that's how basically our life really 2 days or 3 days at work, and then 2 days in school
Yeah.
to finish this course that we get. So yeah.
So you're holding student visa and your studying as nursing as well,
Yes.
related to your course
Yes.
back in the Philippines.
That's
And
right.
then how many years you finished your schooling here in UK?
So I think so from I think the student visa was about 2 years
Right.
and 5 months I think, and then so the whole course probably was 1 year and 8 months, somewhere around that range. And after that you will have a certificate, and it will help to boost your qualifications.
Qualifications to like apply for some work.
Yeah.
Bro- Doc, if you don't mind me asking, how much is the cost?
For
Like your student visa,
yeah. Oh yeah.
and then you're living here inside UK back then.
Yeah, so the cost for the student visa back then was I could not really figure out how much because it was
Yeah.
a long time, but I think it was
Roughly-
ranging between 200 to 300,000 I think.
Pounds.
Yeah,
That is pounds.
Yeah, something about like that. Yeah. Yes, with all the that's included the flight already, everything
Yeah.
coming here with all the expenses from the agency.
Yeah.
I think somewhere around that range. Yes.
So you already here, you're going to school,
Mm.
and then you have work. That how many hours you're working?
So that time was around. I think we were able to work maybe 20 hours
20
a
hours.
week.
Is that paid or?
Paid? Yeah, that's paid.
That's
yeah,
paid.
but for the minimum amount.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So yeah, that was, and then after that, so basically, Aaron, you don't have really much extra income because you're only limited to work, and you also have to go to school. So basically, it's not really like having enough, that you can
Like
save,
save and
save
send
with
money
things
back
like
home.
It
This
wasn't
is just
like
really
that.
to help you
Yeah.
to like give your food every day.
Yes, and to boost your qualification one day in the future.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, but it doesn't really you with day to day that you can have savings, you can have send much money in back home. So it wasn't like that in that case. No.
Okay, so after you graduated as your course,
Mm.
you started applying for a real job.
And that is a very good question, though. So because that time, when our student visa was about to expire.
Yes. For our viewers who are
Yeah.
watching now,
Yeah.
so they will have any idea what's their expectation if they are
Exactly,
planning
yeah.
to apply a student visa as well.
Yeah. I remember because we were in one workplace with my wife.
Yeah.
So basically, my wife came after me about after maybe 5 to 6 months when I came here. So I took her to the nursing home where I work. So we worked
Right.
together there. Then I remember our visa was about 3 months before expiring. We told our employer
Right.
that this is the case. Our student visa is already about to expire.
Expire.
And if worst comes to worst, we have to go home because we
Right,
don't
yeah.
have, that's the
This
limit.
working
yeah.
visa, you're
It's
just
going to
holding
expire,
this. Yeah.
So our employer, we don't know that time. We were very fortunate and blessed that he could be able to sponsor us
Like turning your student visa into
a
working.
work permit.
Wow.
So we have no idea at the very
Yeah.
end. He never said anything, and he said, "I tell you what, I am, because I am accredited to the home office
Yes.
as an employer, I can able to convert your student visa to the work permit
Wow.
visa." And that thing just changes the whole landscape. It was just, we were tearful and we were very emotional that we could have, because on that time, Ron, there were so many student visa who went from here back home
Back home,
after their
that's nothing,
visa expired. And in our case, it was so fortunate that our employer,
Yeah.
that we have no idea that he can be able to do these kinds of
Yes.
things. So we were very lucky.
Yeah, you were nervous, so maybe you.
Yeah,
End up
you
back
got
home
just
again.
3 months more.
Yeah.
And everything going back in your mind that you need to go back home, you need to
Yeah.
start your new life again there.
Yeah.
So wow, it was. But then we were just so grateful. Then he said, "Okay, we'll process the whole thing. We'll convert it to work permit visa.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay here with us, you and your wife, for another 5 years."
Right.
Yeah. So I said, "Please do, please." We were very happy because we were happy for our work, and then. So that's the whole thing.
So,
It changes
so you stayed
everything.
there in that company for 5 years with your wife. So
In
and then-
fact, though, it was because plus the student visa,
Yeah.
so it was 7.5 years, I
so
think.
you stayed seven and a
Yeah.
half years. So and that's it. Then
Yeah.
how you end up like for our viewers,
Mm.
for those who are watching right now, Nars Eric is already a British citizen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So from a student visa turning into a
work
working
permit
permit,
visa for
and
5 years.
how it did
yeah.
end up like a citizen here in British.
Yeah, so before to answer that question, though, with
Yeah.
that 5 years, you know that you really have to be patient. You have to,
Yeah.
you know, that 5 years is a long time, you know
Yeah.
that. So, you know, every year you have to wait until the time you will reach 5 years, and then the moment time you could apply for indefinite leave
Yeah.
to remain. So we work hard, we're very patient, we sacrifice for those years. Then one day, 5 years arrive, and then we have the chance to apply. At the moment, our 5 years have, you know,
Yeah, and during that 5 years.
that reaches the 5 years, we then were very eager that then we applied for indefinite leave to remain.
Yeah.
So we didn't hang on that long. We didn't apply and then process the whole application. And I think I remember it was a year. I think
year.
yeah, from work permit at sorry no I think after 5 years that you
Yeah.
can apply for a indefinite leave as yeah. So,
So,
that was you know
Applying for indefinite leave to
to remain. Yeah.
remain, what are the preparation for us and
Yeah.
for the viewers who are planning to apply as well for indefinite leave to remain?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just keep it as an
Just
insight,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
What are the things that we have to prepare, like what you prepared
Yeah.
before?
I think it's pretty much straightforward, Ron. I think as long as you got that 5 years, you already
Yeah.
completed that 5 years, and then you have to apply for indefinite leave application form,
Yeah.
and then you have to pay for that expenses,
Yeah.
and you're gonna send it to the home office. I think that's it, and you really have to as that you are eligible, that you've been here for 5 years. You have to show proof,
Yeah.
evidences, and
That,
your bank statements and your address and things like that.
Yes.
So the whole thing. So I think after that, it was a straightforward application though, and then after a month or two, we've got our indefinite leave.
what was there an exam or something?
I think the exam comes after when you're going to get your British citizenship.
Oh really?
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I cannot remember now. Yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
it's
what,
okay.
I think when you're going to get your British citizenship, that's when the moment you're going to get your test like in the UK
Yeah.
exam. I think so. Yeah. So that's later
So
on. Yeah.
those are the things that we have to prepare, like
Mm.
apply the application form, submit it to the home office, and after that,
then after a year or after that, you can apply as
reapply
a
for a
British
citizenship.
British citizen.
Now, you are now a citizen in British.
Yeah.
How is it like living here?
Well, I can really, share that one because before when we travel abroad, like in the Europe, when we were still working,
Yeah.
we have, as you know already, we have to apply a tourist visa.
Yeah.
What we call a Schengen visa.
Yeah,
is it?
Schengen visa, yes.
So now that we got this British citizenship,
Yeah,
the whole landscape have changed because you don't have to do all those.
you just have to show
Yeah,
your British
your powerful
passport.
British
Yeah,
passport.
powerful British
So
passport.
one day we went to Canada, and then because Canada, you also have to, if you're not, if you still work permit, you have to
Yeah.
do some processing and things like that. And because we were British that time, we were very surprised how good it is and how efficient and
Yeah,
convenient.
yeah.
You just go to the till to the to the pass, what do you call that one?
The immigration.
Immigration. You
Yeah.
just show your passport there.
No more questions.
No
asked.
more questions, no more any interrogations. or
Yeah,
anything.
you just pass
You,
through the gate.
you literally the same like all the British
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
people
It
are.
was
So
very nice.
It was just
That is
amazing.
the thing that we are looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because the convenience.
Inconven-
and then the,
convenience. Yeah.
it's very nice to have this British passports as well for us.
Yes, and also because like in the airport there's also not for the immigration officer, there are also gates where you just scan your British
Yeah.
passport, it will open and then you just go straight. You don't have to go to these immigration officers and anything like that. So the convenience of not applying for any tourist visa, you know,
Yeah.
also by the way, the three of us are British passport,
Yes.
but
Your
we
wife and your kid.
yes,
Yeah.
we're also Filipino, we're dual
Or dual.
citizens,
So you did not change, you did not
yeah.
forget your Philippine
No.
passport.
So
Because you have the choice, isn't it?
we
You have the
the
choice that
yeah.
you have to like give up the Philippine passport
Yes.
or just
Exactly.
Yeah.
In our case, because like if we like to stay longer in the Philippines,
Yeah.
so at least we get this Philippine passport that we can show, and then we can stay there longer. Like so,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good idea that we could have this flexibility
Yeah.
for going to the Philippines or going abroad or things like that. So it's much easier. Yeah.
That is very nice, you know, when we are having as well as our British
Yes.
passport. So it's a perseverance, patience, that's your key,
Yes.
that's your tool.
Although with those, you know, with that 7 years working in the care home, there was so much, you know, blood,
Hardship,
effort,
yeah.
even sometimes, you know, crying
Yeah,
because
yeah.
how hard sometimes is the job.
But
Especially-
look at
Yeah.
you now for those
Yeah.
hard work, blood and cry every night. Look
Yeah.
at you now. You have your own house now. You owned it. You're not just renting right now. You have
Yeah.
your own
Mm.
house. A
Mm.
beautiful house, by the way, guys. I'm going to show you later their beautiful house, and I'm going to
Yeah.
meet you, his wife and the kid. If
Yeah,
Eric
absolutely.
allow me.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really amazed how their house looks like. I'm gonna show you later. Yeah. So Dom, can I ask you?
Yeah, please.
What is your side of the new rules today? Like instead of waiting for 5 years for you to be able to apply your ILR or the indefinite leave to remain, they are planning to make it 10
10
years.
years, yeah.
What is
Yeah.
your input in this?
Well, we're really caught in between of this one because as much as possible you'd like your, you know, like our friends, our colleagues
Yeah.
who work hard in the care home who could be able to get their 5 years, they'll finish their 5 years, they can quickly apply for,
Yes, just
you know,
like
indefinite
yeah.
leave. And also the other thing, there is also a lot of this is my take, so with the one who's really working hard, who put effort to the system, to the government, who works hard to make our society better, to
Yeah.
help the people,
Yeah,
I would really prefer that they could get it in the next 5 years as soon as possible,
Yeah.
because you know, they're up for it, they work hard for it, you know, it's good for them
Yeah.
to have that. But for people, you know, immigrants who came here just to get like benefits or anything,
Yeah.
like just to be a hassle or to be a
hassle,
burden to the government or
government.
to the community, I won't gonna like that because that
Yeah.
will be just taking the
I think
opportunity.
it's kind of unfair to the British people and to those who are paying taxes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because you can hear this some, you know, immigrants who came here and they were giving nice houses
Yeah,
and
they have
allowances and things
Very
like
quick
that.
access to the NHS
Yes.
and to the dental as
So,
well. Yeah.
so I don't like that
Yeah.
because they came here and they just, you know, get
All the
that's
benefits.
mine and but people are like us, like you and everyone who works hard day by day and who made effort and contribute to the government, to the society. I think definitely 5 years after that,
Mm.
you need to have your.
But for your experience though, for living here 17 years in UK, of course the law have been changing every year.
Yes, every
So
government.
how does it affect to those people who are already here and to those people who will plan to come here? Does
Okay.
this law applies to those people already here or only to those people who are coming here? Based on your
Yeah,
experience when they change in the law.
Because like every government, like Labor or
Yeah.
Conservative, they always changes some of their immigration policies. But I think, Aaron, is once the people who are already here or who have started working,
Yeah.
they should have access for this 5 years work
Yeah.
permit visa, and then after that they can, apply for us,
Yeah.
indefinite leave. But for those who are just coming here, I think they might be a little bit behind because I think this Labor government have already proposed
Yeah.
this immigration
Yeah.
policy, so
To
they
the
might
Home
be
Office, yeah,
affected.
yeah.
So in that case,
Well, we just hope
Yeah.
the favors will be on us.
absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely. So yeah,
And thank you, Dom, for your time.
Definitely,
and
yeah.
thank you for inviting me to your beautiful house. Yeah.
It's amazing for you to come here.
Yeah.
I'm very, fortunate and glad that you came to our house,
Yeah.
and you're always welcome here. So.
And I really appreciate the support of this vlogging thing, you know.
It's
No,
okay.
people will just like don't want to join or to
Yeah,
participate
yeah,
in my
yeah,
vlog because
yeah.
they want their life to be private or something.
Absolutely,
But
we can understand
yeah,
that.
yeah, we understand, but you really
Yeah.
support you and Kay and the other who I
Yes.
interviewed already. I really appreciate from the bottom of my heart,
Not
and
at
your
all.
wife as well. Thank you, and to your kids for welcoming me and to share your life, your experience.
Absolutely.
For me, and for those who are watching right now, will having an insight
Yes.
how it's gonna be
Mm.
like living here in UK and how to avail, or I mean, to gain the ILR or something.
Yes, and I think with all the years, looking back now, because we've been here for a little while,
Yeah.
what are really the best attitudes and advice I can give
Yeah,
would be
For us, we're
is
watching right now.
really perseverance,
Perseverance.
courage, strength, because day to day, for so many years, you will encounter different kinds of situations.
Yeah.
There are days which are very difficult, there are days which is quite easy, there are days which is quite hard as well. So you have to get along by that, and you have.
Yeah.
And I think the most important thing that we really hold on and cling on is the faith that we have in
Yeah.
God. I think
Yeah,
that
that's
was,
more
I
important.
think, no, that was really that keeps us going. That we always pray to the Lord, and
Yeah. Yes.
day to day, and we always, Lord, without you, Lord, we're just nothing,
Yeah,
and
we're
we're
just
not
nothing,
able. Because all this good health that we have, all these things, without our
Yeah.
Lord, this just absolutely.
And these are just our opportunity. This is given by us, by our
Absolutely.
Creator,
So that's why I always be thankful to the Lord every
Yeah,
day.
every day.
So
Because without Him, these are nothing.
absolutely,
These
the
are
family, your job,
This vlogging,
your vlogging,
the
and-
knowledge and wisdom that given me,
Exactly, yeah,
to do
so-
these things,
And I think you got this talent, like you
But
could.
I think I've got this, but I don't know how to use it before. You know what?
So how did it spark then? How did you one day you wake up and said, I got this talent, and how can I contribute this to the community?
You know what, Eric? I have this thought already on my mind that what if I'll do this, blogging.
Yeah.
It's always on my mind.
Yeah, because it
It's always
takes a lot of
courage.
confidence, courage
Yeah,
to do that.
I don't know how to talk. If you notice on my videos, my
Yeah.
grammar, my English is not very good.
Oh.
My rapport, I'm a jolly person, but in terms of like in everybody.
Yeah, I do
I'm very
understand that,
shy. But I just wake up in the morning, just random one morning,
because it always.
and then there's a thought,
Yeah.
the verses
What if I
Bible verse
Yeah.
came to me.
Right. What
Yeah.
Bible verse was that?
I don't know. I don't remember, but it's
Yeah.
on my
Yes,
it's my
yes.
my vlog that sharing people, and these verses is based on my experience as well.
How wonderful.
Yeah, based on the plans, how the Lord guide you, and how the Lord granted your wish, your prayers, not right and then, but eventually.
Yeah.
I just shared it,
It's
and then that
amazing.
starts.
How wonderful
Yeah.
is that?
It starts there, and then after that, I talk to the guys.
Yes.
Oh, I do this, but
Yes.
they
Was it just this year or was it last year?
just this year.
This
It's like
year, okay.
they saw my video. Oh, they appreciated your experience, your sharing, and I thought, why not? Then I just bought my
Camera,
first
yeah.
thing I bought was the mic of
The
my
mic. Yes.
my
Did
mobile.
you did
because-
some a little bit of
yeah,
practicing as
yeah,
well?
practicing, and my partner is very supportive about it.
That's amazing to have a partner who
Yeah.
is supportive.
He always support me in this. He is very shy. He is very private. But in terms of me have
I did
doing
notice
this-
that in the party, you
Yeah,
know, he
yeah.
was very
Yeah,
supportive,
supportive,
all
yeah.
support.
yeah,
Yes.
in terms he's very private though. You know he is.
Yeah.
British people they're very
Absolutely.
like private
They do.
in terms
yeah.
of their life. They don't want to share it.
No.
Yeah. And then next day I just planned to buy this camera.
And he supported.
And then on and on I just told the guys that I will interview and they yeah. And
That's
then
amazing.
I am
start.
now here.
Yeah, well, it's a good start. It's amazing start,
Yeah.
and I wish you all the best with all this villa again.
Yeah,
and I'm sure
thank you.
all your audience and it will grow up.
Yeah, and grow up.
month
And you know what
month
though?
and-
This
yeah.
will practice also my speaking skills.
Absolutely.
Because you know I'm good in writing
Yeah.
but not good in speaking. You know, my
Mm.
grammar, the way
we
I
all do, especially when we came from the Philippines.
yeah. So
we
I
all-
think this is the tool for me
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like practice my
Yeah.
speaking.
And I can see you, one day looking now, like the Boya Bonda in the UK, like so. It
Well,
will,
you know
it
what,
will
I-
come
I-
one
I
day.
vision it,
It will, yeah.
you know.
Vision is a very powerful
I
tool.
vision it. You know what? This is starting,
Yeah.
but my vision is that I will be interviewing Filipino
Absolutely.
here in
People,
our
yeah.
community.
Yes.
Not only in our colleagues or
Yeah,
co-worker,
yeah.
but I'm
You
visioning
need to
it
expand
like
it
you're
somewhere, yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is quite,
Yeah.
the top end.
Of course, by the guidance of our Lord.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, talking about guidance of the Lord, I'm just gonna give you this one.
Oh, what is?
This is like a miraculous medal from Mama Mary. This
Oh,
is
right.
blessed by one of our father parish priest in
Yeah.
Shrewsbury. So I'm gonna give you this one, Mama Mary miraculous
Yeah.
medal. You wear this one like what I'm wearing. We all do wear one of this
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
and this is like Mama Mary will always be there for you. Mama
Yeah.
Mary will always protect you and guide you. She promised this one. She had a what do you call that? Appearance in Paris, France.
Yeah.
It was Saint Therese Lavoie, I think.
Yeah.
And she promised whoever wear this medal will be protected and will be supported and
Oh,
guided
Lord.
by Mama Mary.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you that one. That's very special.
Oh,
So,
thank you so
yeah,
much. Look at
That's
this,
yours.
guys.
So
Thank
yeah.
you so much. I
You're
really
very
appreciate
welcome.
it.
So,
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
keep
have
this.
to wear that though. So
Okay.
yeah. So,
I will wear this.
Yeah.
I'll put this in my, my kitchen.
Yes.
And I think, I'm just gonna say goodbye to our vlog. And then,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you so much again,
You're very
for
welcome.
this time,
yeah.
for taking time to pick me up, to pick me up on my place. Now, guys, I'm gonna show you the house of Eric. It's very beautiful.
It's a small house.
Yeah, and I'll see you next time on my vlog.
Bye
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye bye.
That's
Sit down.
Alright guys, we are now here at Eric's place. This is his Tesla. Hello Eric.
Hi guys. This is our little house, and yeah, please welcome. Go for it.
Yeah. I'm going to show you guys this Eric's place.
This is our lavender, our plants.
Yeah. Mind you guys, this is Eric's house now. He owned it already, so he's not renting. So this is your kitchen dong.
Yeah.
This is
That's
your
right, it's an
kitchen.
open space kitchen.
Yeah. And this is the living area. Look at that. I like this ones here. This panel.
Wooden panel.
Yeah, the
that's
wooden
right,
panel.
yeah.
I'm planning to have this as well. And your
That's for like a wood dong, wood ring when you cut the tree.
Yeah.
It forms like that,
Oh,
so,
very artistic, no?
Yeah.
And this is their backyard. Yeah. Yeah. Mind you guys, this is a 3-bedroom house. So there's a the master's bedroom and this two
Yes.
bedroom in the second floor.
That's right.
Yeah,
So,
and it has two
two
bathroom-
bathrooms.
two bathrooms.
And, two car parks. Decent sized garden.
yeah.
And yeah, it's a good for small family or young.
It's very
couples.
nice.
So we're very happy in this place. So yeah, we've been here for 3 or 4
For
years
2
now.
years now.
Yeah.
It looks brand new.
Yeah, it's
It looks brand new.
So
Yeah.
yeah.